Hey, what is up guys? My name is Mixon here and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new and are not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you guys check out my other videos, and if you guys like them, hit the like and subscribe button. Maybe there will be some content on my channel that you guys like. I call all the people that are my subscribers the outlaws. So if you want to join the outlaw community, give me a chance, join the journey of me growing my YouTube channel, and it would mean a lot to me. Today on this video, I'm gonna be doing a dev update. Since Arena Breakout Infinite today dropped a video on YouTube talking about the new different things that they're going to be doing. I'm going to be sharing a few of those updates with you guys today, because they were kind of translating it from Chinese to English, and it didn't really make much sense. So I'm doing like the English version of like the update. So basically, they dropped a few new game modes. Well, not yet. For the next update that they're gonna have, they'll be dropping a few new game modes. One of them is secure ops mode, which basically is you join the mode, and what it is more of a relaxed extraction experience, so you don't have to worry about losing your gear when you bring it in. You walk in, you bring the gear that you want to bring in, and if you die, you get to still keep it, but whatever you lose in the raid, like loot value and stuff like that, that is not gonna come with you. It's basically just protecting your gear from like being stolen, and it's just like for people who want to play like a more relaxed version of like lockdown or even normals. Like people try way too hard in those games, so it's for people who want a more chill experience. The other thing that they're finally gonna be dropping is a solo extraction mode. So basically, it's like right now, as you guys can see in my gameplay, there's possibly a group of people in here. Like, there's not many. I didn't run into a lot of players when I was playing the game. I probably only ran into 2 of them. One of them ended up shooting me, and another few of them were like in different locations, like stables and motel and stuff like that. But in this one, if you play the solo extraction mode, you are only playing with solos. You're not going to be running into a squad, you're not going to be running into a duos, you're not going to be running into a trio. So it's just to better the chances of people walking out with gear than losing it because of like a whole squad wiping you out and so on and so forth. The other game mode that they're going to be dropping that I kind of don't understand a little bit, but it might bring like another perspective to the game, is a 5v5 team deathmatch mode. And I don't know if it's just team deathmatch. I think they might be doing like different type of modes that are like 5v5, like a search and destroy or something like that. But this is just all speculation, and so on and so forth. But it's definitely those games where you're running into like people with really high tier loot and stuff like that. With team deathmatch, I feel like you're not going to be running with tier loot. It's just setting up a loadout and then basically like bringing it in and playing 5v5 like you would if you played Call of Duty and stuff like that. The other cool thing that I saw is that they're going to be dropping a new map, which is going to be like a hotel area slash a street area. So it kind of reminds me of Streets of Tarkov in a sense, where like you have like a pretty big map, and then there's like a central point which is called the Northridge Hotel, and that's basically like another thing they're going to be doing. It's going to be a new map called Northridge. And then the other thing that I saw in there is going to be new weapons and equipment that they're going to be dropping. So apparently there's going to be like more guns and more gear that you're able to wear and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool as well. And they also talked about gameplay improvements, which basically means they're gonna put more quality of life changes, like better spawn points, balanced extraction zones, and even adjusted player counts to reduce match pressure. So basically, like what they mean by that is, like, let's say I walk in as a solo, or since they're already gonna have a solo mode, it wouldn't make sense for them to do that. But like, let's say I walk in as a duos with a friend and they don't have a duos mode, like it'll balance it out. So maybe you won't be running into like a 4-man squad, you'll be running into a 3-man squad, or even just dual squads. So I feel like that's better because, people have been playing this game for like a couple months now, and it's been mainly just full on squads, and never have, like, maybe 1 or 2 times you'll run into like a 1-man or 2-man squad, and so on and so forth. So I feel like, they're finally listening to the community, and they're actually putting out like what people want to see. The other thing they're going to be doing is improving or like fixing the sound accuracy. So like when you hear noises, you'll be able to pick it up more easier and clearer. I feel like that it's, at this point, it kind of is already OP, so I don't know like what more they can do to make it better. One more thing that's really good about the gameplay improvement is that they also fixed one thing that people have been talking about for a while now, and that's the thermal scope fix. So what I mean by that is not the thermal scope itself for a gun, but the thermals that you run outside that are headgear wearable. You're not gonna be able to aim in anymore with one of those and shoot people with it. It was such a OP thing to have. What's gonna happen now is they're gonna basically opaque the scope, and then like you have to take off the scope or the night vision or thermals, my bad, to be able to shoot the person, because you won't be able to see them through the scope. So that's awesome as well. Another thing that they said that they were going to be doing is they're finally going to be tackling toxicity in teammates. So basically anything involving toxic players, they're going to be fixing. So for example, friendly fire damage from throwables is going to be reduced, and like stricter penalties for people who are griefing and intentionally team damaging are coming. So like basically, if people try to like steal your vat or your loot, like let's say you killed that person and they try to steal your loot, they're gonna be really strict about it. And I'm assuming the way they're gonna do this is like the name tag thing, where it says the person's name that killed that person. What they're gonna do is like they're gonna see from record who killed who, and they're gonna be using that data to like either lower points for people, or probably remove the gear that they stole and give it to the person that won it. Another thing is that I've realized is that they're grabbing a lot of influence from the game Delta Force, which is, I think, a partner of the same company, because it is also produced by Level Infinite Pass. And the reason I say this is because there's some things in that Delta Force game that are like also going to be implemented in this, which is going to be like the stash loot. When you go into a raid in Delta Force, you notice that there's like a rotation of items before you like, if let's say like I have a space that's taken up and maybe I want to drag it to the right hand side, and there's like a 2 slot. Let's say there's like a 4, it's like a 4 slot, but it's 1 by 1. Then it'll rotate it to that one area automatically. You don't have to like do that yourself. Like you don't have to rotate it into the backpack and stuff like that. And so I think that's pretty cool that they're taking inspiration, or at least taking stuff from the game that they also developed and implementing it into Arena Breakout Infinite. The other thing I've noticed as well is that they have this thing in Delta Force where any high value items, like if a red or even like a purple or gold item, if you grab it in Delta Force and let's say you press F to add it to your backpack, it will automatically switch out the cheapest item in your inventory to the highest value one that you just found, and so it'll basically automatically replace it for you. So that's another thing that I saw that from Delta Force they're adding onto Arena Breakout Infinite, and I think that's actually pretty cool. um Basically, I personally think that I'm excited for the new way that the game's going to be turning out. I feel like, people, there's multiple games that don't listen to their community. I can name one, for example, and that's Call of Duty, and another one is probably, Escape from Tarkov. And this game is like one of those where, like, you see the Twitter messages or Twitter threads, and people comment about, like, oh, this is the problem I have here, where, like, people keep losing their gear to other more kind of skilled players, and then they're not able to run any more like raids because they lost all the good gear that they had. And then they're actually trying to implement something where you can secure your gear, and if you die you can still keep it. So I feel like that's pretty cool that they're actually doing that and like actually listening to the community. So I feel like it's like one of these games that it's gonna take off like crazy. I feel like Escape from Tarkov was good at one point, but as soon as they stopped listening to their community, well, they probably never listened to their community, let's be honest. But like a game like that used to be popular, and now this game's taking over. So I feel like these guys deserve the space that they're gaining, the community that they're gaining. They deserve it a lot. So I want to know what you guys think about these updates, and if you guys are hyped about the new game modes or happy about the toxicity fixes that they're going to be doing. I'm hoping that what they mean by that is that, let's say if you go in as a covert ops or you go in as a PMC, a covert ops, if you kill another covert ops that's a player, they lose points. Or if you kill a operator, basically you lose like ranking system, like your rank goes down if you kill another operator or try to damage another operator. I don't know what they exactly meant by toxicity fixes, but I'm hoping that's what they mean. But I want to know what you guys think. If you guys like these updates, let me know in the comments. I like to listen to them. And I probably didn't mention other stuff in here in the video. I would try to keep it short, but if you guys leave a comment down below, I'll try to answer whatever I can find out about the new update, and try to let you guys know in the comments down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. As I said earlier in the video, I'm trying to start this YouTube channel and grow it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. So if you guys would love to join the journey, I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much for giving me a chance. Peace out.